What's going on, fam? It's your man VKJ, and we are back. We are back with another live event. We are here to discuss the Chi family. As you see, if you clicked on this, we are discussing the Chi, episode 14, season 6 of the Chi family. So let's get into it, fam. Let's get into it. Let me bring up the squad first. Let me bring up the squad as we get into this. Definitely hit that like button as you are entering, and definitely share this out, family, and subscribe, of course, if this is your very first time. All right, family. So let's bring up the squad. Who do we have first? We got my little sis, little sis out of the Texas coming through real quick. It's your girl EJ in the building. What's good? What's good?
What's up, everybody? What's up? I'm back.
I'm back. And we got your girl, the lover of all the candies. You know what I'm saying? If you want to know about candy, this is the person you need to go to because she knows about all the candies. Candy lovers in the building. What's good? What's good?
Hey. We back in the building. Hey, EJ. Hey, Jay.
Hey, boo.
Hey, what's going on? Have I frozen up? Am I frozen? No?
You good.
Okay.
You good.
Yeah. So you already know how these computers be tripping out, man. How y'all doing?
We're doing good. Wonderful. Cannot wait to discuss.
Absolutely. So real quick, let me know, what did you think about episode 14 of the Chi? We're going to start with Candy Love. What do you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10?
The Chi. I will give it an 8. It was a good episode. It was
okay.
Yeah. Just leave it there. We'll discuss.
You're gonna give it an 8. Okay. 8. EJ, what do you give this episode 14 of the Chi?
Maybe like a 7, 6.5, 7. It wasn't that great to me. Okay. But it was all right.
It was all right. Okay. Family, drop your comments below. Let us know, what do you rate this show? Family, my computer froze real quick. So why don't you go ahead and tell us some of the highlights of what you love? I'm going to come right back. We'll start with you, EJ. Candy, talk about the highlights that you like. I'm going to come right back.
Okay. I enjoyed the part where Maisha was discussing about her new ventures with the photography. I want to hope that she's not, moving that way because of Brittany, but I enjoyed that part. Just stepping into something different other than, music. Everybody doesn't do photography. You rarely see that from a younger generation. Vic was released, but at what price? And I can't. Oh, the conversation between Jake and the pastor, and I enjoyed the Halloween party.
The conversation between Papa and the pastor.
What I said, Jake. Wait, ooh, dang! Are we going to have that kind of? Did I speak that into existence? Jake and the pastor. But yeah, I meant Papa and the pastor. Yeah.
Girl, that could be coming. You never know. You never know. I guess I need this my turn. I got a lot to say about the Chi. You know what I'm saying? Like, this particular episode was a lot. So I gave it a 6.57, and that's because I feel like they had a lot of missed opportunities. So yeah, I really can't stay too long, but I'm gonna tell y'all what my grievances are before I get up out of here. Um, so first and foremost, I feel like okay, first I like The Chi. I've always liked The Chi. It's one of my favorite shows. But I always feel like you gotta make stuff make sense. And I just feel like there were a lot of missed opportunities in this episode that they just didn't highlight, that they just didn't spotlight. So let's talk about the first thing, which is we
Mhm.
don't care enough about we don't care enough about Trigg's campaign manager to want to sit there and see anything that has to do with his life. Like nobody cares about his life like that enough to care enough to watch for 4, 5, 6 minutes of him doing whatever. Like I don't even know his name, and I'm just keeping it real. I have no clue what Trigg's campaign manager's name is. So why do we care enough? There was a missed opportunity there. We could have been spotlighting how Rob felt about his father being unalived. Why weren't we talking about that? Why was that not even in this episode at all? And let me preference this. This is
You
not a
better
bad
preach.
Jay asked how we felt about this episode, and since he had to step away, I'm just gonna tell you how I feel about this episode. Like, why was there not an opportunity for us to see how this was affecting the very last phone call, as a matter of fact, that was made when they decided to get rid of this character which is another thing, because think about
Mhm.
it. Alonzo, who I actually know his name, and he wasn't even in that many episodes, but I know his name. Alonzo was somebody that people really liked seeing. They liked seeing
Mhm.
this character, Leon, right? And people enjoyed that. But then you unalive this character really for no real reasoning, in my opinion. If they spin the block and actually tell us why they unalived him, then I'll
Mhm.
be okay with it. But I mean, the fact that you get rid of this character, Rob is the last person that calls him, and then we don't even get to see Rob's reaction. Come on,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
why would we not want to see how Rob is going to react to this? You could have had a doggone men's circle for all I cared about to actually show us this. That's another missed opportunity. And that's why they get a doggone 6.57 for me, because there was just no rhyme or reason for you not giving us that particular part, right? So you time jump it, right? I'm sorry, Jay.
Mhm.
I'm going in on how I
Go
feel
in,
about
go
the
in, go in.
show.
I hear you. Go in.
So anyway, they time jump it, right? They time jump it. So now we're never going to get this reaction. Nobody cares about his reaction later. We care about his reaction in the moment, right?
Yeah.
So there's a huge missed opportunity. And then let me give you another one, another example. For example, let's talk about Serena and Rosalind. No point of these two, and I don't give a darn about Serena and Rosalind going to get no blicky. How does this move the story along? What does this do for us exactly? What type of emotion does it evoke in anybody? If we just keep it none, I didn't give a care. So there's another missed opportunity, a missed opportunity that we could have been talking about something else, that we could have been actually progressing the story along with. And then this storyline, because y'all, I got to give something positive since I'm going in, but this is like a positive and a half. I guess we'll go a half. You bring in the character Damien, right? As Emmett's brother. And now you bring in this whole nother storyline, which is a similar storyline to Shad, because we know Shad. Why do we have to keep going down this road of people taking the blame for somebody and then being mad about it? If you gonna take the blame for something, damn it, take the blame for it and let it be. Like, why
Yeah.
we gotta do this? Shad, when he came back, he keep mentioning, I took the fall for you. Dude, you done did the bid now. It's over. It is over. Now we got this character coming in doing the same thing. To be fair, I probably am more interested in that than I am in any of these other shallow things that they brought in this episode. Just so many missed opportunities, Jay. I'm sorry. Just so many. There's a lot of them. And I keep going because it's a lot.
Hey, we briefly talked about it, and yeah, that's why I'm like, yo, EJ, you need to come on here, just keep it real for the people, man, because I agree with a lot. I didn't hear everything. Did you go in on that campaign manager dude?
About the
Yeah.
campaign manager who
Okay,
we
you
don't
did. All
even
right.
know his name. There
Exactly.
was
Yeah.
I talked about how we just didn't care about him enough
Right.
to want to know about his life, to care about his life enough
Right.
to give him 5 minutes, 6 minutes worth of screen time. I don't give a damn
Yeah.
what he doing. He didn't need that much screen time because we don't care about him
Right.
enough to want to know what his day-to-day is. And he absolutely trashed, if we just keeping it real. Like, you cheating on your dude because your dude don't understand how you feel about Douda. Douda didn't do nothing to your dude. So of course, all Douda did to your dude was give him a job, keep him with clients, and he don't do nothing shady to him. So of course he feel that way, but you don't cheat on him. That was dumb. I mean, that was just, it was, let me not use that word. That was unnecessary.
It's trash.
Unnecessary.
It was less than
Doesn't move
smart.
the story along.
Yeah.
Didn't need to be there.
Yeah, we don't even know his name. Like, we don't even know the campaign manager's name. Again, we was briefly talking about it backstage. It's just, y'all trying to make us care about people we don't care about. Okay, these people are like sub people of the sub people. These are sub stories of the sub story. Like, so why are you even running with this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Okay. I know you was on a rant. Shout out to Breezy Breeze. Let's see with the super chat. She says, thank you, EJ. Too many characters and storylines. Absolutely. They just doing a lot. And they acting like they don't have another season to go. This is not the last season. Maybe that's the way they wrote it. And then once it was finally done, they were about to air it. Oh yeah, by the way, we're going to renew you for another season. So maybe that's the way it was done. It's just weird, dog. Weird. Okay, did we talk about this? Let's bring it up. We're going to talk about stuff we liked and the stuff we didn't like. Listen, we are going to keep it 1,000 with y'all today. And if you feel the same way, hey, just give us a like or whatever the case is. But, you know, what did y'all talk about this yet? About Trig and his whole sweating and sleep and all of this and that? Like, the dude was tripping out before he found out that he was going to be free by the judge that's connected to Alicia. Did y'all talk about that yet?
No, I mentioned it, but EJ, she had her thing going on. I didn't. I just said that's what I liked him, you know, being released, but at what price?
Right.
That's my question.
I really didn't like how he was just throwing stuff in Shad's face, yo. I really don't like anybody to be like, yo, after all that I did for you when they was at the party, you know what I mean? Like, coming down on Shad, and Shad's like, yo, you helped me out, but you ain't take care of my life, dog. Like, come on, B. Like, I really didn't like how Trig was treating Shad, yo. I really didn't like that.
You know what, Jay? Listen, I'm gonna one up that one with you because I really didn't care about how he was talking to Shad because I didn't like the way Shad talked to him either. I didn't like the way they was talking to each other. Yeah. I didn't like the way Shad pulled up and rolled down the window. Dude, you are taking credit for something that your woman did. That is not cute to me. That you gotta keep it cute. And that is not cute. You didn't actually do anything, but you're taking credit for something. And I don't like the character shift that we're seeing in Shad either. I think we did say it was going to happen at some point.
Yep.
This way, I don't think I saw it. And I think it's a disservice to this character too. But, you know, that's a whole nother story.
Absolutely.
Yeah. He's riding on the coattail of Alicia.
Oh,
you
yeah.
Think he got, you know, you think he got BDE. No, Alicia got BDE. You don't have it, sir. Calm down.
BDE, you funny. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn. He says Quincy is Victor's campaign manager and is like Fatima. I guess, man.
Fatima too, because I didn't get to go off on her last week, y'all. But Fatima can kick rocks.
Yeah, they all can kick rocks, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just jumping ship on people. Nobody's really being supportive of each other. You know, the campaign manager getting mad and all weak. That was a weak moment for the campaign manager to be like, I'm having problems with my man. You know, and the next thing you know, he just takes the drink from him and then they start I fast forwarded that part anyway.
Yeah, I just thought that was so lame.
It was unnecessary to me. Unnecessary. They're just pushing, honestly, and I'm going to say this. I don't mean to offend anybody. Listen, I got homosexual people in my family. I'm sure everybody does. You know what I'm saying? I love them the same because they family. But right here, it's clear that they are pushing an agenda. I don't know why they're doing that with these characters that we don't care about. I don't know what's going on with that. You know what I'm saying? And this is no offense to anybody. It's just you're absolutely kind of like insulting my intelligence here because I clearly see what you're pushing. You're pushing it with characters that we don't even care about, don't even know. And it's like, those couple of the scenes were not really necessary for us to really see. I don't care about this campaign manager nor what's going on with his relationship. You know what I mean? So, it to me, that's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just in my opinion, my personal opinion. You know what I mean? I don't have anything against anybody. It's just that you're purposely doing this. I don't know why. Maybe because the month is the month. Maybe that's why. But again, that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Straight up.
Yeah, I do. But can we discuss that the way Jake came in to, I came to check on you, bring you some food. I did like that part. That was a positive in that, in the show. Jake bringing the food, checking on his brother. Jake is growing up. Yeah. And I like that. I like the way his trajectory of where he's going, as personally, not with the first lady, but just him personally growing as a young man.
Yeah.
He seems to be, he's always straightforward and positive most times. I like Jake.
Yeah. I mean, again, he's a young man, right? So he's not making the best decisions, but when it comes down to family and his brother, I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? The same way his brother was looking out for him, now he's coming around trying to be, just a good brother. That's all. So thank you. So for every negative that me and EJ says, Candy Love, just bring out the positive. All right.
But I'm with y'all though. I'm with y'all.
Okay. Let's talk about it then. Let's talk about this whole daddy's home moment. And shout out to I gotta give a shout out to Ashley, My Sweet Perspective. She sent over these slides. She wasn't able to be here today, or she was really supposed to host today, but she's under the weather. So we definitely send prayers out for her. We hope she gets better. Definitely show us some love on her channel. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Definitely show love to Ashley from My Sweet Perspective. She sent over these slides. So, we doing that today in her absence. All right. So what did y'all think about this whole daddy moment? We going trick-or-treating. I'm here for my son. It's my son. It's my son. How many times you going to say it's your son? We know it's your son, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
at this point, sure.
Go ahead. Anybody jump in.
Oh, sorry. I thought my mic was muted when you said I was like, at this point, like, we know it's your son. You done said that so many times. I'm like, dude, we know it's your son. Like, can we just get past this whole thing? In my opinion, I just feel like there's going to have to be some boundaries that are going to have to be set when it comes to Emmett and Nuck. Yes, this is your son, but I am in a relationship, which means that even if I wasn't in a relationship, you would still need to call me before you just be popping up at my house. I get that this is your kid, and I'm 100% on board with fathers being fathers and all that type of stuff. But I also feel like there needs to be some boundaries with it. You also are in a whole, your boss is who got a situation with my man. Your boss want to unalive him. Your boss is the biggest, and
gangster.
You take out people for him, and you're not the most positive person to be in my son's life. But I understand you need to be there, because I'm not bashing him being in his life. I'm just asking for some boundaries. And I felt like Emmett was going about this the right way. Well, he was trying to before Keisha said this ain't the time or the place. And maybe it wasn't the time, but it gotta be said. It gotta be said. So I was with Emmett on that. So shout out to Emmett for trying to put his foot down.
Yeah. Candy, your thoughts?
So like I said, when they realized that he was going to be the father, that Emmett was going to have a hard time with this. And we clearly see that he is going to have a hard time with it. Nook already didn't respect him anyway. So now that your child, my child, is under your roof, has been under your roof the entire time, I am going to come see my son whenever I want to, because I can, because that's my son. I don't respect you. There's no boundary set. Or if they try to set boundaries, he's not going to pay any attention. I don't know what they're going to have to do to get Nuck to respect what they say, but it's going to be a hard way to go for Emmett and Keisha. She probably going to give in to whatever Nuck does, because they know Nuck holds the purse strings because of Duda. So it's like they're going to be between a rock and a hard place each time they come up against him, or have to come up against him, because of who he is. And he probably gonna have to leave here, soon.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they're saying. They're saying that Nuck doesn't have that much long left. Karma's gonna come back and get him. Somebody's gonna take him out, maybe Tiff, maybe whoever. I don't know who they're saying, but for whatever reason, I get how Nuck is trying to be in his son's life now. He really, really is sad about him not moving forward with Keisha, right? He's really sad about the kidnapping. He's really sad about all of that because they was about to really go into a relationship while Emmett was with Tiff. You know what I mean? So that never came into fruition. So it is what it is. Okay, let's keep it moving. Okay, play, man. Let's go. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, boom. All right. Trouble in Paradise. What was I calling this guy? Darius. His name was Marcus, right? Marcus, darling. I have no panties on. I want you to stay home with me. Well, I want to go out with the fellas. I kind of told you already. No. You guys just gonna leave me here? Like, she was acting real like desperate for attention. I don't get that if they've been living together. I don't get that. Like, help me, ladies. Help me get why she wanted so much attention, why she didn't want to let him go out. Like, what was that about for real? Like, anybody could jump in.
Go ahead, EJ.
I'll give my 2 cents. So I didn't necessarily see it as I didn't see it quite the way you saw it, Jay. I saw it as a woman who, first of all, he already had an issue with the pictures, right? So there's already this issue of you not really wanting to specifically say that we're in a relationship. You want to kind of have a relationship like kind of behind the doors, but you are so used to being by yourself that you don't want to like give up that part that that you're used to having this, not having to answer to somebody, not having to say where you're going, not having to do all of these things that people who are single don't have to do, right? And I felt like this was Marcus kind of just doing his thing and not necessarily having not necessarily thinking about Tierra in the sense of like, I'm at your house, you about to leave me at your house and go out with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that wasn't cool. And I just felt like Marcus was trying to put his foot down in the sense of, I can do what I want to do when I want to do it. And he just doesn't get that. Dude, you're in a relationship now, and there's a give and take when it comes to being in relationships. Like, you literally have to give or take.
So you think he's being just inconsiderate of the way that she's feeling? Because he really didn't make it official. Yeah, they've been sleeping together. Yeah, they've been living together. But it's like he didn't, even in the men's meeting, remember they was like, yo, a woman likes to be claimed. So at this time, he's still in a mindset like, I haven't really claimed her, nor do I think I want to claim her right now. Like, I thought he was joking. I thought he was joking when he was like, well, if that's what it takes to get you out of the house, for you to leave, for me not to come back, you know what I'm saying, and just leave. I thought he was joking, but it seems like he was like borderline sarcastic or borderline serious. Like, he don't care whether she leaves or not.
I think he will care. I think that the problem is that he feels like it's, how sometimes people can feel like, oh, I want to do what I want to do, and it's not in his timing. But the thing is you can't play house, but then say you don't want to be in the, like, you can't play it and then say you don't want to be in it. Either you want to be in this relationship or you don't want to be in this relationship, but let's not play house. Now, let's not play house when it's convenient for you, when I'm taking your daughter shopping, when I'm out here giving your daughter advice, and when I'm doing all the things that a woman that should be claimed by all means, by what she's doing. We can't go by her past. In this relationship right here, this woman deserves to be claimed because of all of the other stuff that she's doing, but yet you want to kind of dangle her off on the thing. No, she got every right to say what she said, and she had every point. And quite frankly, if I'm her, I'm chucking you to deuces, because why? Why I got to stand here and take this? And he absolutely will figure that out. He just used to being by himself.
Well, Candy, like, to me, it is what it is. It's like, I think they just have two different directions as far as where they want to go. Mm-hmm. And this man, I think he's trying to like give her the signals and not be as direct as he needs to be. He needs to be more direct with her and say, hey, listen, I just like having you around, like hanging out with you. And that's it. What do you think? What do you think?
I agree with both of you. So there's a quote that I came across a couple weeks ago, and it's, communication is our partner and clarity is our friend. And they do not communicate at all, and his intentions are not clear.
Can you say that one more time?
Communication is our partner and clarity is our friend.
Wow.
And they don't communicate because I'm on the couch watching TV and you get ready to walk out the door. Like, this wasn't a conversation earlier that you're leaving and going somewhere. Why are you just sitting, you know? But I get her issue because I get it. But he needs to, there's an age difference, a huge age difference, I think. Maybe 15, 20 years. He's not clear on what they have going on. And I don't know if she's asking the right questions or what, but he's definitely not communicating anything with her because she is, I don't know. They just,
I think they just
I really
both.
didn't. I didn't like the dismissive part.
Yeah, I think they just both are like on two different ships, right? They in the same ocean, two different ships. One is going to the left, one is going to the right. I'm looking to get into a relationship with you, possibly marry you. That's Tierra. And Marcus is like, yo, I'm having a good time with you. I like you. I appreciate you, you know, looking out for my daughter. I didn't ask you to do that, but I appreciate you coming in and doing what you're doing. But, you know, I've been single so long. It's true. Like when you single so long, like, yeah, he needs to communicate better. Let's just make that clear. He needs to just be straight up with her, be transparent with her. You know, so I love that quote. Thank you for that. All right. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. All right, family, chime in below. Hit that like button as you are entering in. We appreciate you coming through. Oh my God.
No, we don't. Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you, Ashley, for this one. Cause I really,
it was on my list, but I didn't get a chance to make it to that one because I was going too long on the other part.
You was going in. But I can say this from the last episode when she, and again, no disrespect to the brat, man. I like the brat, no disrespect. They could have waited till you had the baby because honestly, and I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings here, I just can't see, you know, a woman that clearly is pregnant waddling into the house talking about, yeah, I heard you were single, so if you want to holler at me, like that, it didn't even make sense to me, dog. Like, no disrespect to the brat, but total disrespect to the casting. Like, y'all could have waited till she had the baby, yo.
Yeah.
This just don't even look right to me. This looks kind of forced to me. Like they trying to force a relationship on Nina or force this, you know, let's spin a block and bring Shorty who you cheated on with while you was married back into your life. Like it. All right, go ahead. Anybody could jump in.
My thoughts are that there was no need to spin the block on this. Listen, I don't mind you spinning the block on some stuff. Well, most of the time I really don't like a good spin the block, but it's okay sometimes. But there's no need to spin the block on somebody that I cheated on my ex with, and my ex is gone from the show. It's almost disrespectful. I can't stand, I mean, I don't like the way that they left with the character Dre. I never agreed with that because it wasn't true to her character. If you've watched this show and you followed this show, then you get to know some of these characters and you understand some of the things that they will and that they won't do based off of past behaviors and just the way that they've created these characters, right? Well, Dre leaving was not one of those things that character would have truly done. To me, it's almost like a slap in the face to that character to spin the block with the one person that she actually cheated on her with. It just doesn't make sense. It's very forced. It doesn't even look natural. It looks like she's just doing something just to be occupying her time with, or because y'all just needed to bring in just because y'all wanted to shake something up. And I didn't like this either. I thought that this was not necessary. This is just the unnecessary part again.
These are a whole lot of unnecessary scenes, unnecessary parts, you know, and I agree with you. Like it to me, you're right. Because Dre was the level-headed one. Dre was the, let's keep it cool. Come on. She would calm Nina down when it came down to the kids. She would see the kids' perspective and try to help Nina understand the perspective, because Nina is very, very like self-centered in many different ways as a mother. You know what I'm saying? Do what I say. She never really listened to Kevin, never really listened to, Keisha. And it was like Dre who kind of centered her. So when you say that, EJ, you make a great point. Like, this is uncharacteristic for Dre to be like, "Oh, I'm still in love with my ex, so I'm gonna leave." They got lazy with that shit. It was a lazy writing move to say, "Well, she just wanted to leave, so I let her go." That's super lazy, dog. And I'm not saying like I'm a writer. You know what I'm saying? It's just, to me, I've been watching TV forever. Like, yeah, make it make sense. Like, to me, that was
Mhm.
lazy to just let her go like that. You know
It
what I
was
mean?
angry is what it was, in my opinion. It felt like
Yeah.
there was some behind the scenes things going, and
Yep.
somebody wanted to stick it to the person. Like, if that's what it felt like, that's the energy
Mhm.
that it gave. I was like,
Yeah.
how do you get here with this character? You could have done that to just about any other character, and maybe
Yep.
I wouldn't have thought about it, but not that character. That just
Right.
Right.
isn't characteristic. So it felt like it was some behind the scenes stuff, and we gonna do this character like this just because. No, that's not fair to the fans of the Shy or to fans of this character to do that to that character. It didn't
You
even
know
make
what
sense.
it
And
is?
then you don't give it
Mhm.
closure or let her tell us why.
Yeah.
Don't even
Yeah.
let her
Yeah.
tell us.
Nah.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what it is? I'm gonna tell y'all both. You either choose the Shy or you choose Force. Which one? Well, I'm gonna be almost like a lead character in the Force. I'm out, Shy. It's been fun. All right, well, we gonna write your ass off the show, and this is how we gonna write you off the show. Like, totally uncharacteristic
Yeah.
of Dre. So
It did
you're right.
this
You're right. I
one.
agree. I
Yeah.
agree. Okay.
Unnecessary.
Yeah,
Okay.
it didn't. I wasn't happy when I saw that. I was like, "What?" I thought I saw her when she walked in the door, and Nina turned her back around. I thought that was it. I didn't
Right.
think we were going to see
Yeah.
them in an intimate setting. I was like, "Oh heck no,
Yeah. Yeah.
no."
Papa. What do we think of Papa? Is Papa on this holier than now? Is Papa on some, like, like, I was kind of like upset with Papa,
Mhm.
especially, now that he's rocking with the pastor. He has this new position. So he has this different type of air that he has on him now, right? I'm working with the pastor now. So, I'm getting paid. Like, his whole personality is changing, and I'm not feeling where it's going. I'm really not feeling where it's going. At the
Mhm.
same time, like, I'm not feeling the first lady coming over here bringing chips. That ain't none of your damn business, Papa. Like, you so protective of the pastor, and the pastor could give two jacks about you. The pastor is using you just like he uses everybody else.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's just my opinion on it. Like, he ain't had to ask the pastor, do you trust your wife? How far do you trust her? How far would you throw her? Like, bro, that's none of your business, bro. It's none of your business. So anybody could jump in, talk about Pop and what you think about where his character's going.
You want to go, or that? Because I can go.
Oh,
I got thoughts.
I yeah, I'm gonna go light because I know you gonna cook him. I was disappointed in Papa. For first of all, when he walked into the party, he was looking at everybody like they were aliens or something. He was just very like he was above that, and you just started this thing 3-4 months ago, or 2 months ago with this new pastor. You downing them for celebrating Halloween and like Papa, you just started this yesterday. Calm down. You
Yeah.
worrying about the pastor's wife. I get it because you're a pastor's wife. Why you at a children's party? I get it. Even if he wasn't with the pastor and he knew him, I still would have been like, why the pastor wife here? I would have been saying the same thing too. So well, it is what it is. I just didn't like the way he handled his friends. I didn't like the way he handled them. That was ugly and that was disrespectful. I was disappointed in him. I really
Yeah.
was.
Okay, so you finished because
Yeah, I'm finished with him, and I didn't even talk about him and the money, but you go
it's
ahead.
okay. No. I just didn't want to jump in. So what I'm about to say is probably going to be unpopular, and that's okay. I'm used to being on the opposite side of most things, but this part of Papa is not uncharacteristic at all. Papa has always had this air about him, but he changes. He's changed from season to season to season. We saw that, and I've always said that Papa is not the greatest friend when it comes to a lot of things, but we just understand Papa. We understand that he gonna be sarcastic and that he gonna be this, you know what I'm saying? And he gonna say what he needs to say. And so you accept Papa for who he is, right? That's how I've always looked at this character. But if we go back to prior seasons, there was a time when Jake was going through some stuff, and Papa gets up there at the doggone pep rally and basically throws his friend under the bus
I remember
at a
that.
time when that's not what Jake needed, but that's what he did. And that's one of the reasons why he and Jake had that little thing that they had. So when I say that this is not uncharacteristic of him, I'm specifically talking about him throwing somebody under the bus. Was he low key trying to tell on the wife? Yes, he was. But at the same
Mhm.
time, you snitching on your boy. And there's a code when it comes to this. This conversation should have never happened. It shouldn't have even been a thing. This is something that he should have kept under his belt and to himself. And then the fact that you go over here and you do this again, because when he was heavy on Papa's pulpit, he was doing the same thing with them, always telling them about what they shouldn't be doing. But then you go puff like I just Papa be back and forth with this. So that's why it didn't shock me that he did it. It's just that now it's on another level because guess what? He is under somebody who also is very arrogant and who also thinks that he's doing something for the greater good, in a sense, is what I'm going to say. Like,
Mhm.
because he's high on this religion thing, but yet at the same time, you're taking money from Duda, you're doing all these underhanded things. And now Papa is falling into this same place. But at the same time, he's throwing his friends under the bus. Oh, I don't do that anymore. But where are we going with this, Papa? What are we doing? And why are we snitching on our friends low key on the low?
But you
Right.
know, people are like that in real life, though. So he is playing a real true character because people
Yeah.
are really wishy washy. They're back and they're hot and cold. You know, when it comes to religion. So he's playing a true character.
Yeah, I
Mhm,
mean, I can agree with you. He's definitely being true to himself. To me, though, because of his position, it's now amplified
mhm.
even
Oh
more
yeah.
so. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like he is who he is, but now it's like, oh, I was holier than now before, but now I'm in the atmosphere. I am in space now above all of you, and this is wrong. And not to say that it's right for the first lady to be there. Like, you're right, Papa. You're absolutely right. But for you to look down on Jake and look down, like, I'm going to church. This is where I'm supposed to be. That was some real, like, I'm gonna say it. It was a real bitch ass move. That was a bitch ass saying
Mhm.
right there. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
exactly.
that's your boy. You're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm above you guys. So I'm going to church now. Like, nah, it's amplified, dog. And yeah, man, it's gotten pretty bad. That's why I don't like the direction as to where it's going. So
Mhm.
as you
Do
said,
you think
Brees,
the
they better
money?
pick it up.
Do you think the money is changing him? Like the
I think the position and the fact that he is now the assistant to the probably, as
yeah.
they're playing it, the biggest, hugest pastor in Chicago at this point with his mega church. I think that's
Mhm.
where it's going. So I
Mhm.
don't like how it's going in that direction. I really, really don't like it at all. You
And
know
you
what I
gotta
mean?
think about this too. Remember when Papa was going through something, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? When Papa was going through something and he was hanging
Yeah.
out with Bakari and he was doing more smoking and he was
Mm-hmm.
doing more things that weren't church like, when he wasn't even sure if
Mhm.
he wanted to be in that
Mm-hmm.
world, in that space, when he was so mad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Though it's he has these shifts, and I'm like, and it's cool when you're in this space, but now you're holier than thou, and you're right, it's on like 1,000, and it's not
Yeah.
gonna
Mhm.
end well.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
again, we do have to consider that he is the age that he is. And
Mhm.
that he's going through a lot of different transitions, that he also still lost his dad and still mourning his dad in a way. He's also using the pastor as a temporary substitute dad, a father figure, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just going someplace I don't like. Okay,
Mhm.
let's
Mhm.
get to this. Let him go, Otis. Let him go. Absolutely. What did y'all think about this meeting? They went to high school together. This dude, Dr. Gardner, knows mother freaking Duda like the back of his hand. And he read him his card. He read Duda his card, which I love. He ain't had no fear, no Duda. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know who you are, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just putting money in their pocket. You give them some advice. Now you playing them like silly putty in the whole nine. Like for him to go to him, for Dr. Gardner to go to Duda like this, I felt was brave. I felt was very caring. I felt was very bold. But it's not going to end well. I don't know, because anybody that confronts Duda, because Duda got kind of shook. I don't know if y'all saw that. He was like, he didn't know what to say. He was just like, get out, because he couldn't say anything back because he read him his card. He told him exactly who he was. You know what I mean? So anybody could jump in. What did you think about this interaction?
Go ahead,
Um,
DJ.
I thought it was interesting. Shout out to Kadeem Hardison. Love seeing him in the
Yes.
side. Love seeing him playing this character as well. But I did think it was an interesting conversation, and it's always something when people from your past can see you because they know the Otis. You know, not this Duda character that you've created
Mhm.
and got everybody scared of. I mean, he knows Otis Perry, and he did. He read him in every which way that he was supposed to, but when people do these type of things, when it comes to Duda and they hurt his feelings and they say things that are real to him, he tends to want to get some get back at him. So I don't know how long this character is going to last, but I definitely have enjoyed seeing he has definitely been the better part of this season for me was having this character, get to come around. Wish he had more parts. I do like the twist of him actually knowing Otis. Because I did not know that he was going to know Otis when, like I didn't see that part coming. So that was definitely a shock. But y'all, I got to get up out of here. Shout out to the chat. I appreciate y'all. Jay, always a pleasure. Candy.
All
And I'll
right.
see you guys later.
Alrighty.
Peace.
All
Appreciate you,
right.
EJ.
You're
We'll see
welcome.
you
Have a
on the
good
on your
one.
next live. Salute.
Salute.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, man. So honestly, as EJ said, and I think the chat is saying, like, for him to know
Mm-hmm.
who Otis is, like not Duda, but Otis, was definitely a game changer for me.
Yeah.
Because he knows how he moves, he knows his motives, he knows everything else like that. So what you think about this?
I appreciated the conversation and the twist that they did with the character and their relationship, because I didn't know how it was going to come about with them two, or if it was going to ever come a time where they were going to speak, especially dealing with Bakari.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the conversation. I appreciate him reading him down and letting him know that he was a bully in school with the leather jacket on,
Mhm.
and he's not afraid of him. Clearly, he's not. And I know he know who he is, but I just wonder, is this going to be the end for him? Like, because
I
you
hope
came
not.
to this monster and told him about himself, and you kind of shook him a little bit, and you asking him to let go of one of his do boys. So is this going to be the end for Dr. Gardner?
You know what? If this is going to serve the purpose and be the last straw for Duda,
Or Bakari?
and
Okay.
Bakari's just going to come through on some, like, you know what, man, this is it.
Mm-hmm.
This is it.
Okay.
You took out the only person that cared enough about me to buy me a laptop, to teach me how to read and write and everything else like that.
Mm-hmm.
If he takes him out and that's the motivation, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Dr. Gardner being taken out, so that motivates Bakari to go
Mm-hmm.
ahead and eliminate Duda and not be held accountable for. Like, nobody knows, just Bakari. Just like when he took out Ronnie, only a few people know that he took out Ronnie, but the police don't know. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, again, I don't condone violence. I don't condone assassinations. This is just a show, family. We're just talking about a sitcom, a show. This is not real life. So don't be like, yeah, your boy is pushing for people to get taken. No. This is a show.
On
Okay. It's just
television
a show.
only.
That's it. Just television only. You know what I mean? So if it comes down to it, and he has to go in order for Bakari to be motivated, then I'm okay with that.
I
Okay with that.
agree. I agree.
Yeah. All right. Alicia got some influence. Okay. She sure does.
Mm-hmm.
Because she sat down with that judge, and we saw her before. We saw her before because Alicia introduced Tiff to this same judge in the beginning. Now, we didn't know it was going to be the judge to preside over Trigg's case.
Mm-hmm.
But what you think about, the influence and what she did and how she was like, yeah, there's a Brady law and, it was broken, it was violated, so we're going to let you go. You're free to go. What do you think about that?
I'm glad Alicia has some kind of influence that way, and she's not holding a blicky to her head to get her to do something like somebody else would. I'm glad she does have that kind of influence. I appreciate her, but I just want to know at what cost is it? What cost is it going to be to Trigg, to Alicia? But I'm glad she has some kind of influence that's not where she has to like really threaten somebody, bodily harm or whatever. But she did let her know that if he is found innocent, then that's going to be you in your campaign, and and your position in the the public position. I
Oh,
forgot
yeah.
what is she? Some kind of, I know she's a judge, but whatever she's trying to do, I guess she has to hold a chair or something, a seat.
Yeah, to hold a seat
Yeah,
as
yeah,
judge. Yeah, as
yeah.
court judge. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I thought this was a good move, and we're moving the story forward. We're seeing how powerful Alicia really is and
Mhm.
how influential. Look at Ashley says, "Girl, we need you." What? We knew you
We
wasn't
knew you
ish.
wasn't ish.
We knew you wasn't ish. Yeah, we all knew that. We all knew
Mhm.
that she wasn't ish, man. Like for her to like confess and be like, "All right, I work for Duda," and all of this and that. Like I knew that looking at this picture that your girl Maisha was gonna go in on her. Like, what you mean you ain't think Duda going to take him out if he's not loyal? You know what I'm saying? Like this don't even make sense. How again the writing it's bugging me out.
Mhm.
You're writing Brittany as this girl that just took money to spy on her brother. I know she needed the money, but you didn't think about the consequences that if your brother wasn't loyal to Duda wouldn't take him out. Like
Right.
you're not thinking it all the way through. The writing is not making sense to me. And no disrespect to, I'm not a writer. I just
Mhm.
watch shows and I just give my opinion. It's just that why you making her now not smart? You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like not thinking things through. I don't get it. What do you think?
But see, she's thinking about it now because her brother is mad at her. That's the only reason why she's thinking about it. Because before, she wasn't thinking about that. She wasn't thinking about nothing but being in the booth and putting us hand up that gal skirt.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm glad she said something too. Then I'm glad they let her. Like you shouldn't even told us this. Like because now she knows like this is really really bad. But I hate she did her brother like that for 30 grand and whatever else came with it. Like, do you think you're gonna stay alive if you don't tell Duda anything else? Or do you think your brother, like you don't think your brother gonna maybe do something to you? I mean, you didn't think about anything, your brother doing something to you, or Duda doing something to you. Like you didn't think about anything other than that 30 grand. I understand you needed the money, but good gracious, at your brother's basically his life or your life. Like
Yeah.
they don't make them think. It feels like they're not making the characters think, or maybe we looking too deep into it or something. I don't know.
Maybe they just doing it just so we can actually care or say, oh man, okay, so what's going to happen next? I think that's how they're doing it. They're giving us this little piece just so we can be like, all right, is she going to tell? And salute to Maisha to say, yo, you need to tell Bakari. What, say he can hate me? Yeah, well, maybe he will, but at least he'll know the truth. He'll know that,
Right.
like this is what it is instead of just keeping him in the dark with stuff. You know what I mean? So,
And he needs
okay.
to know how to move. Like,
Right.
girl,
Yeah.
that was
Let's keep it
crazy.
going. Let's keep it going. Why are you begging for this blicky? Right. So what's her name? Serena. Yeah, let me get a strap. Let me get a strap. Let me get a strap. Why is she begging for a strap? Even when she pulled out the strap out the trunk, she was like, ooh, yeah. Like she was just so happy. Like she's about to rob a bank or something like that. Like, like why is she so obsessed? Yeah.
It didn't make any sense to me. And
Again,
see,
make
when
it
you
make
showed us
sense.
that picture last week, we thought it was going to be like an issue, like
Yeah.
something happened. But nah, it seemed like he cool with it, or
Yeah.
whatever she does, he doesn't care. But I didn't see that coming. I really didn't. And why you begging for this blicky? Yeah, why are you?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Girl? Who are you? Who are you
She
in real
wants
life?
a
Not real life,
job.
but on the. Who are you? Other than you working at the Smokies, who are you?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah. I mean, maybe she was a security guard. Maybe she was some thug on the street. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But now she got a blicky. So what's she going to do with the blicky? She's talking about, yeah, your wife is safe with me. You know what I'm saying? Doing it in sign language. No disrespect. No disrespect.
yeah.
No disrespect. But she did it in sign language that your wife is safe with me.
Mhm.
And yeah, I'm just interested to find out what is going to be like the outcome. But I'm really not really interested, to be honest with
Not interested at all. But now that she
you.
has a blicky, I am kind of interested because
Yeah.
what are you gonna do with that? Like,
Yeah.
make it make sense, people.
Make
She's
it
gonna
make
take Duda
sense.
out
Make
with
it make
that.
sense, family. Make it make sense. All right, all right. Who the hell who is Damien for real, and who the heck is this dude? Okay, this dude did time for Damien. Okay, Damien did some stuff, right? He got caught, and somebody had to go up the river, so this dude went up the river. Now he's back. He wants a job and the whole nine, but at the same time, he gets the job at the place at Smokies, and he's like, "Yeah, Damien, I'm gonna make your life a living hell." Like, what the heck did Damien really do? You know what I'm saying? And why is this guy so mad at him? Like, he was honestly mad at him because he's like, yo, I did 6 years for you.
Mm-hmm.
And here you are working in Smokies. Well, I went to school. I'm good with numbers. So that's it. I mean, I hear what you're saying. What's your thoughts on this?
I get why he's upset, because I did time for you, and you are not doing anything with what your father told me, because you have a future. So when I get home and I look for a job, I get a job in the same place you got a job at. So you wasted my time, and you clearly wasting your time. I get what his issue is, but I didn't like Darnell putting his son in harm's way, because this guy is bitter. Why would you put him in your son's face? Like, why would you do that? And now he's telling him he's gonna make his life a living hell. I think that was crazy. Why not just hire him? Why not Rashad can't work for you anymore because he's up Alicia's ass. Why you not let Jackie Long work for you? You need help. Why
Jackie
you?
Long.
Why? Yeah, because I don't know his name, but why?
Jackie
Why?
Long or Teddy and Esquire, right? Shout out to you, Priest. I see you.
I don't know. That was weird.
Yeah, man. Like, so maybe he don't want to work with him. That's what it is, because he knows the type of dude that he is. He's probably like, I'm gonna just pass him off. Oh, he wants to do what? You need a maintenance man? He'll do that. He'll do anything. You know what I'm saying? Just put him in a position. Just because I don't want to deal with this dude. It's not that he can't give him a job. I just think he doesn't want to give him a job because he doesn't.
So you put your son in harm's way. Okay.
You know how Darnell
make it make sense, writers.
Make it make sense, writers. You know what I'm saying? Because on one end, Darnell loves all of his kids.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got this guy coming out of jail, possibly dangerous, or whatever the case is, right? And then you're gonna be like, well, I need a job. Oh, I need to get this guy off my back. So go work with my sons. And now, come on, man, make it make sense.
Backwards, because now the way Darnell, like you said, he loves his kids, and it seems like he want to progress forward with his children and have a relationship with them.
Yep.
But you're sitting there putting this dude that did a bid for him.
Yep.
And he's bitter. You're gonna put him in the direction of your son, both of your sons, because is that why Emmett gonna scream? Is that why? No,
I don't know. Make it make sense, though. Make it make sense
Darnell
to me.
Was going backwards on that one. I didn't understand.
Yeah. Well, again, like I said, get him off my back, get him a job. He'll do anything. Okay, let's keep it moving. And again, here it is right here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do with your gift? Right. So he's getting on him about, you went away to school, you good at numbers and all this and that, but still here you are. We at the same job. We talked about this earlier, so we can move on from that. Yeah, man.
It's an honest question, though.
Yeah. Yep. Well, let's postpone this book. Let's put the brakes on the book. Why? Well, I supposed to do this. Did he come here? Nah, I wouldn't paid him a visit. Why did you do that without telling me? Because I thought he'd let you go. Come on, it's not like that. Like, this is to me, it makes sense on a Bakari side, because it's like Dr. Gardner, while he's very knowledgeable in the academia world, like it lets me know you really don't know how the streets work. You can't just go to Duda because you went to school with him, just like, let him go. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? It's come in and you going out in a coffin or you buy a bullet. Either way, So I can understand why Bakari was upset. I mean, he had every good intention to try to get him to let him out of this, whatever, but I don't know why they're making Bakari so important. Like, something is not clicking for me when it comes down to the writing of the show, because they're not revealing what outside of Bakari knowing a little bit about Duda taking out this person, and what outside of that is so important that he wants Bakari. Now, again, who said it? I think Ashley may have said it, that, yeah, he's looking for his successor and Bakari could be his successor, stuff like that. And I get it, but this is just, it's getting ridiculous to the point that I just need answers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just need answers. Y'all not giving me the answers. Y'all elongating this thing and stretching this thing out so much that I'm about to get tired of it. I'm about to get tired of trying to find out why is Bakari so important to Duda. You know what I mean? You know, I don't want him to snatch. It got to be more than that, bro.
Because he let Jake go. You know, what's the issue with Bakari? Like, why is Bakari so important to you?
Yeah.
That you can't let him go. You have a lot of other minions, you know. What is so important about him?
Yeah.
Ain't like you raise him from a baby.
Right.
You know.
What up, Nelly Mac 91? Yeah, I see you, man. With all the screen time, Bakari is getting it better. better be him. Yeah, exactly. It better be him taking him out, right? Yeah. Let me see. Monique 69 where he says might not going to get it, Jay. Yeah, we might not be getting it, is what you're saying. We might not get the real reason, is what you're saying. I'm just saying it again, make it make sense, writers. Make it make sense. Yeah, Bakari is special, but why is he so special? You know what I mean? Like in comparison to is Jake's replacement? Yeah. As a son, your son, like, yeah. Jake's replacement got you, Breeze. But again, what else could it be? You know what I mean? Like we never saw any. Okay, if you remember, well, Jake and Duda never had like you're my dad, I'm your son. But Jake, on some level, at that time when Jake was staying with Duda, while he didn't fully respect him, he did respect him to the level, be like, all right, well, he's taking care of me. Because remember when Trig came back, Trig was like, yo, I'm here to take care of you. I'm your big brother. You know who I am. He was like, yo, Duda's taking care of me. He's like, nah, I need to take care of you. I'm your family. You know what I mean? So Jake had some type of level of, well, he's providing for me and nobody else is taking care of me. And my mama sold me to him. Crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So super weird.
Yeah.
Make it make sense, family. Make it make mother freaking sense. Okay, make it make
it's weird.
Help me out. I've been a fan since day one.
Yeah, but I would like for Bakari that don't know all these, everybody going behind, like Dr. Gardner went behind his back to do right, you know, try to get some, but you going behind his back and he doesn't even know it, you know. And then you got Brittany doing something behind his back. So not that Dr. Gardner did anything wrong, but he wasn't aware that you were going to talk to him because he probably would have told you not to. But I don't like these behind the scenes things that are going on for Bakari. Well, to Bakari, but so they're making me think that he's gonna leave, that he's gonna exit the show via bullet or something. I don't know.
Well, we've been saying that for a while. We've been saying that they've been putting a lot of attention on Bakari. We've been saying that, you know, Bakari has replaced Kevin. We've been saying that, you know, Bakari has become a very, you know, close person to a lot of people's hearts, that we don't want him to go. We see the evolution of Bakari. You know what I mean? So because we're caring so much about him and they keep putting the camera time on him, his life on him, it's like either he's going to take out Duda or somebody's going to take out Bakari. It's getting that
target
close
on him, you know, like he's getting close to being in the middle of the bullseye.
Yeah.
And,
You
know,
Havana says, I agree with the person that said the show has too many characters and a lot of the characters are irrelevant. Yeah. It's not the main characters. I think they're really trying to figure, since Kevin is gone, I think they're trying to figure out some things. I could tell by the way that season 6 is going. It's like we're trying to figure out how to like Kevin was a very intricate piece to this. And like I said, when we sent them off, like it was really Kevin's story with his family and friends around. That was the shot of me. Yeah. The shot was Kevin's story with everybody around Kevin. Now that Kevin is gone, Kevin was like the nucleus. Now he's gone. So how do we replace the nucleus? Or how do we kind of like put somebody in the spot like that people will actually care about? So I'm thinking that that's what they're doing with Bakari. But it gotta make sense, man. It gotta make sense, bro. Tremaine says Bakari reminds Duda of himself because Duda was homeless as a teenager. Okay. I see you. Angela Shaletta says, do we think either Brittany and Bakari or Jake will be revealed to be Duda's child eventually? I don't know about that one. I mean, it's a possibility though. It's a possibility that maybe Bakari and Brittany are related. I
Throw
don't
it
know.
in there. They may as well.
Make it interesting, right? That'll be interesting. You see, Bree says they are gonna mess up the legacy of their show if they don't eliminate some characters. You're right about that because it's just becoming very convoluted, right? It's becoming like too much. And then you're pushing characters and their stories on us that we don't want to see. I really did not want to see that campaign manager and his little jump off. Like, how's that relevant to Bakari? How's that relevant to Trig? Trig got off. And then next thing you know, because you got mad at your boyfriend because he's working with Duda, now you want to get a jump off.
Right.
Come on, man. Like, please, no disrespect. No disrespect. It just, I agree with you, Brees. I agree with you.
And had we seen something that the boyfriend was doing with Duda to hurt someone else, it might make sense. Right. You know, if he was taking money to put certain things in place to trip somebody up, to put them in a bad spot, to maybe go to jail or taken out of something, it would make sense if he was doing something, but the dude ain't doing nothing but selling houses or whatever. Like,
yeah, there was nothing revealing.
Yes, he's
either he was cheating or he was messing around with one of Duda's peoples. Like, there was no motivation but the fact that you had an argument with your man and he didn't agree with you.
Right. And
that ain't enough for me to go out and be like, you know what? I'm mad at you. You don't want to agree with me. Let me go over here and mess around with this girl. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The argument to me was just like to do that because of the argument, because the dude doesn't see what Duda does or hadn't felt his pain. Like, that was weird. That was crazy. Like, y'all just can't have a disagreement and keep moving.
Right? Yeah, I can see what you're saying, Havana, as far as season 3, but even in season 3, that main, I remember it clearly as day. That was Keisha's season. That was Keisha's season when she got kidnapped. You know what I mean? So it revolved around. It revolved. If we started off with Kevin, now season 3 was all about Keisha and what was happening with her being kidnapped and being, essayed and all of this and that. You know what I'm saying? So I hear you. Let me see. Maybe the Sharone, what's up? Maybe the whole point of the Chi is to make people feel uncomfortable. Yeah, you're right about that, because they definitely are doing some of those things. Right. Lillian Sherry says Lena just wanted to add the campaign manager and his BF because she named after the I saw that too. I saw that, Shati. Named after the directors. So the directors, the new directors who just happen to be gay and they're married, right? She named the campaign manager and his boyfriend after them. So it's Quincy and something else.
Oh, okay. Like okay.
But do I care? No disrespect. Like,
yeah, but it needs to flow. It needs to make sense.
What do you do? Okay, that's cute and all, but how is that going to help Bakari? Q. How is the storyline going to help? And again, I'm not a writer, but I'm just saying it just no disrespect, yo. No disrespect. I hope the writers are listening to this review. Thank you, India Cox. I hope so. I hope so. And again, we don't mean no harm, no disrespect. This is just our opinion on certain things and y'all opinion. Y'all, I'm posting up your opinions too. So hopefully they listen to us. Hopefully they hear us, because we want this show to be great. The past 3 episodes, to me, in my personal opinion, have been very mid. Mid, like 5, 6 out of 10. And I'm just like, that's not where it was before. So help me understand. Are we gonna move forward with the main characters? Or what are we gonna do?
Keep bringing these sub characters.
Isn't this part 2? Don't we have 3 episodes left or something like that?
This
or
is 14. So we got 2 episodes.
16. Yes, 2 episodes left. What we doing here? What we doing here? You preparing us by giving us these irrelevant stories. You trying to get them out of the way. So then the last 2 episodes is going to be pow pow. It's going to be bang. I hope so.
Maybe so. Then we can just suck it up and say, okay, cool.
I hope they recover. You know what I'm saying? I hope it does. You know what I mean? It's just, to me, it's just not popping right now. I'm just being honest. It's my honest opinion. You still love me? Hell nah.
Bro, what's it?
You still love me? Hell no, bro. It ain't like that, B. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you thought? What you thought? Because we look in each other's eyes because you bought me a gift and you bought the baby a gift. Now that you my baby daddy, because that's what you are. You my baby daddy.
Yeah.
You the father of my baby. You still love me? Why would she still love you, bro? Like, what you trying to do? You trying to break up a happy home?
He's weird. He's being weird in their home. He's being weird right there. Like,
yeah,
sir, I don't. What is your motive? I understand you just found out you have a child, and I get it, but why? What is it? Like, why are you asking her that? I don't know.
Yeah.
And she has to remind him all the time. Me and Emmett are good. She's to keep reminding him that me and Emmett are good.
Man, it's okay. What are you trying to force here? What are you trying to do here? Right? So exactly, I'm about to say that right there. Inside the house that Emmett and Keisha live in, you still love me? Yo, dog, that is mad disrespectful. But we know that Nuck is disrespectful. Nuck don't got no filter. The character does not have a filter. He's going to say whatever he wants to say, and he don't care who's around. We see, and
it's even turned up more because he doesn't like Emmett, so everything's gonna be amplified because of his disdain for the characters. I mean, for Emmett. So yeah,
right. India Cox says, "I'll be pissed if she leaves Emmett for Nuck." That would be just dumb. Like, that would be, again, I'll be mad too, because it don't make no sense. Why? You know what I'm saying? Why do that?
Yeah, right? I said that in my recap last week. I was like, I hope once she finds out that that's her son's father, I hope she doesn't say, okay, well, I want to be with my son's father. I hope that's like, I just don't do that. I don't even like the way she look at him, all sultry and like she just would sleep with him. I just don't even like the way they have her looking at him, and that's probably just how she looks. She has a sexy look all the time. I don't even like the way she look at him. Like,
so I'm thinking, based off of what you're saying, the look, right?
Mm-hmm.
For whatever reason, I feel like Keisha still has a tiny bit of, what if I didn't get kidnapped?
Mm-hmm.
What would it be like if I was with them?
You'd been
well, you'd be in the life. You'd be in the life.
Yes, you would.
Okay, you would be in the life. You would still have a baby because he got you pregnant, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But you be running around looking behind your back and all this and that. Or maybe you say, you know what? I feel safe with Nuck because he is a gangster.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah, I see what you're saying, Nelly Mac 91. Yeah, definitely Emmett isn't a gangster. I get it. But Emmett is a responsible young man. Mm-hmm. Emmett is not, we know Emmett is not built like that for the streets. We know that. We've known that for a while. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm seeing all your comments. I'm loving all the comments. Definitely hit that like button, fam. Get this out to everybody else. Yes, he is. Havana says, yes, he is trying to cause problems between Keisha and Emmett. Relationship, shaking my head. I have a disdain for Nuck's ghetto ass. I agree with you. Right? India Cox says, it seems like they're trying to make us forget about Nuck running a trap house. And yep. They're trying to humanize him. That's what they're trying to do. Now that he's a daddy, let's humanize him. Let's humanize him. Let's humanize Bakari. Let's humanize even Duda, right? Like, nah, bro. We ain't forget. We did not forget. Let me see. Sharona says,
not at all.
1 trouble, 2 possible criminal, probably. Okay. Got you. Mm-hmm. You see, Nelly Mac 91 says, Keisha probably looks at Emmett like he's a punk regarding his situation with Duda. That's wearing on their relationship. He's running around scared for Duda. Yeah, maybe, man. I hear you. Monique 69 Way says, being a dealer girlfriend is not fun. Trust me. We trust you. All right. Nelly Mac 91. Emmett is with the wrong chick. Who should he be with? Nelly Mac 91. Who should he be with? Should he be with Tiff? Tiff don't want his ass. Tiff done. Tiff is done. Tiff is done. He gonna be with the kids. That's it. Hey Queen, how you doing? How you doing? You know what I mean? How you doing? How you doing? I'm seeing y'all in the chat. Definitely hit that like button, fam. We got 30 people in the building. Definitely hit that like button, fam. Let's get this out to the world by hitting that like button. Share this out as well. Let's see. Yeah, we're gonna see. Listen, Monique 69 Ways got a story to tell, so we'll talk about that. I may have a handle the truth session coming soon where we can all kind of just be transparent and tell our stories, fam. All right, let's finish this up. Real quick. All right, let's finish this up. All right. What's next? Who said it? Somebody said it. We didn't need this right here. This is a waste of film to me. You know what I mean? Like, tell me what you did today. Do you want me to tell you? Why don't you tell me everything? I ain't gonna tell you everything. That sounds stupid, right? Yeah, well, I didn't do anything criminal. I didn't either. That's it. Thank you. Can I get hold up. Can I get those minutes back, please? Because you just wasted my time with this scene right here. No disrespect. What was the purpose of this scene? She knows he is a criminal. She wants to know more. Well, if you don't tell me what you're doing, then this can't work. Why did I need this? Help me out. Help me out. Make it make sense. Make it make sense to me, fam. Why?
What is her issue? What is she doing? What is she doing? What is his angle? Who told him to go after her? Like, why? Because he has to have a motive. Because it doesn't make sense. Like, what is it?
Okay, from a business standpoint, maybe okay. Let me read what Bree says. Why are they trying so hard to connect all the characters? Chicago ain't small like that. Right. So let me just say this from a business standpoint. If I'm thinking correctly, and those who know, just correct me if I'm wrong. From a business standpoint, I'm thinking the way that it's mapped out is that a lot of these actors are guaranteed a certain amount or negotiated a certain amount of episodes. The more you're in the episodes, the more you're going to get paid. If you're not in that episode, you're not going to get paid for that episode. So there's a certain amount of episodes that is mandated for certain actors to have, and these certain actors, maybe the irrelevant ones and the irrelevant ones, have to have some type of camera time or have to be in the episode for a certain period of time with a certain amount of lines in order for them to get paid what they need to get paid for that episode. So maybe this is the episode where they're throwing all of these sub characters in with these certain lines to say a certain line so they can fulfill whatever, contract is needed. That's the way I'm thinking. Those who know, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I know, maybe I don't know. That's just the way I'm thinking. I don't know. Okay. All right. I'm just a YouTuber, but this is what I'm thinking. And that's why they're just kind of wasting our time with it. No disrespect. I love this show. I just needed to make sense.
And they're always in the car.
Yeah. That's why they're meeting up. All right, this is it, family. I got the keys, Otis. How'd you get in here? I got the keys, okay. And you know, your son tried to take me out. Well, why I send the boy to do a woman's job? I'm gonna take you out myself. You ain't gonna be standing no longer. Blah 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 blah. And I could take you out with my bare hands. And here comes Shad Shaft. Like, get your hands off my woman. Da-da-dum. And then they walk out and he puts it behind him. And then he's looking at him. He's pointing the strap at him. And then he goes out the door and then he smiles. I got goons too. I got troops too. Okay. Wonderful, guys. That's the end of it, right? That's it, right? That's it.
Oh gosh.
All right. So family, chime in below again. What did you rate this? What did you rate this episode? I mean, you said 6, 8. What? That's what you said.
What? Oh, I gave it a 7. I think I gave it a 7. No, I gave it an 8. I'm sorry, I did give it an 8. I might be taking my 8 back. I might be giving it a 6 now.
Nah, stick with your 8 if that's how you feel. I just, yeah. See, me and Brees, we on the same page. We'll keep supporting though, hoping it gets better. You know what I mean? Like, I feel the same way. Like, not every episode is going to be the best. It just got to make sense. And like I said, I think they just have an obligation to get these actors a certain amount of lines, you know, and they have to be in these relevant but irrelevant scenes for us. I just need my minutes back. Can I get my hour back? You know, Monique says 69 Ways says 6. She says a 6. Sharoni says I want to give it an 8. Nuck is next. Yeah, you in love with Nuck.
Weakness. Yeah.
You don't care nothing about the storyline. It's all about Nuck. I hear you.
Boring, but he can go. He gotta go.
Yeah. I'm along the lines of everybody else, you know, 5.5, 6, you know what I'm saying? So this was kind of mid for me. Did it fill in anything that, you know, I didn't know before? Did it fill in anything that I was like, I mean, yeah, it filled in the fact that, yeah, now Shot is free, right? Shot is free, and we know how he was hooked up and all of that. But it was just like, okay. Monique 69 Way says, that's cool, but make the lines and characters development make sense. Exactly. I feel the same way. Angela says 7. Lillian says, I give it a 7, but dropped it to a 4 because Duda ain't. I feel you. Now he is not going to go anytime soon. They're gonna wait till the very last episode to get him out of here. It's coming though, because I think we got 2 more, right? In a total of 16 episodes. This is 14. We got 2 more. So we'll see what happens. Do we know? Well, okay, so the conversation between Papa and the pastor. Yep. Do we know? Well, I guess we don't know how much money he gave him, but the way he slid him that money was like it was narcotics money. Like, yeah. Well, you know who you're working with. Now that we know who the pastor's who Zeke is working with, you're going to get that type of money. You know what I mean? That looked like
he slid it to him in a manila envelope.
Well, remember, he from the streets too.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Zeke is from the streets too. Remember? So,
yeah.
So you know he's yeah. Let me see. Havana says Shy was dumb for not pulling the. You wanted him to take him out.
It wasn't time. He wasn't directed to squeeze.
Jermaine says Rashad's going to die by Duda. You think so? Okay. Let me see. Sharoni says, I don't care for Shy because he is overplaying his cards with Miss Alicia. He says, she's my woman. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he did. Yep. I was like, ooh, okay. Maybe you
can
exit the scene, exit the episode or the season. Because
Okay. Well, it is what it is, family. Candy Love, let them know exactly what's going on with your channel. Let them know what's going on next. And then we're going to get up out of here.
Hey, it's your girl Candy. Thank you for having me on here again, Jay. Thank you. So everybody, please go back and watch Power Book 2 Ghost. We just did that at 3:30. You can catch that on a replay. Tomorrow, Monique 69 Ways and Inga and myself will be doing Love and Marriage Huntsville at 8:30. Also, I do have some other content on my channel. Just please go back and look at it, check it out. I am going to drop my Power and the Shy recap either tonight or tomorrow, once in the morning when I finish my editing. That's all I have right now, Jay. And anything else I do? Oh, I'm sorry. Dang. EJ and I will be doing a Tubi movie on Wednesday. It's called Still Here. It's a very good thriller suspense movie. So if you all watch Tubi, please go check it out so you all could be in the chat with us next Wednesday. Thank you, Jay.
All right, family. And for Power, I'm gonna have. Can you hear me?
Now we can. Yeah, now.
Can you hear me now? And clear. Okay. Yeah, kind of jumpy. So look out for the final predictions on Monday. This coming Monday, we're gonna have final predictions for the Shy and for Power Book Ghost. For those exclusive picks, definitely be right here on the channel. We appreciate you all for coming through today. If you enjoyed this, definitely hit that like button. If this is your first time, subscribe and definitely share this out, family. We appreciate all the love and support. All right, family. Candy Love, VKJ TV. And shout out to EJ. Thank you for coming through as well. Till next time, family. Look.